Power English, my moment of truth. The debate. This time we're going to give you the what if debate. Better known among the debaters, hypothesis testing debate. Because we're going to deal with the problems and issues of the future instead of as of now. What if the Trump wins? Good news or bad news for Japan? We're going to find out about it because Donald Trump is the kind of guy who talks straight. And he doesn't love people so much. He loves their men, apprentices. Apprentices is not giving him 100%. He should say, you should give me 120%, otherwise you're fired. That's kind of how to deal with a kind of guy like him. So it's a good news or bad news for Japan. Let the debate begin. Affirmative rock. Obviously, it's good news. Why? Because, as they say, crisis is opportunity. If the United States abandons us, and we will get worked up a little bit, even the free loaders welcome it, because it is the logical choice for them to go out alone, breaking from the United States. So they will be on their own because the Doklitsu independence has a magic ring to us. Obviously, it's going to be a good news. Whether you like it or not, it's a golden opportunity. Native wind. Let me cross-examine the affirmative. They argue that it's good news. Let me give you my side of the story. It's a bad news on the flip side. And the easy riders really unhappy. They say it's unhappy, but happy. But the two sides of a coin, it's like a father to son. It's a parent and child relationship. And it's transaction analysis. It works, but the kid will be abused by the abusive parent. Number two, can Japan go it alone? It's a question of reality. They should go it alone, but can they? Let's face it. Number three, without incurring U.S. official wrath, and they might be pissed off because Japs are on their own. They could be a menace to our security in the United States. So you might end up antagonizing them at all. Negative rod, bad romance. Breaking up is hard to do, but making up it's a lot harder. But there will be no makeup anymore because Japan has to burn their bridges behind them. Okinawa will be gone, abandoned. LDP is falling apart. China is beginning to give us a fake smile. That's going to send the spine down the chill. So they're really breaking our hearts and giving us an ulcer because I'm having the similar symptom myself. So the breaking up is very bad. It's bad news for us. Affirmative wind, affirmative wind. Let's let go of ourselves, our emotions, without being slave to ideas like Idemic spirit. Let go of your obsessions. Can divorce be creative? Negative says can be bad, but yes, can be creative because the creative destruction. Schumpeter says destruction is supposed to be creative. Number two, Okinawa's chance to get real. Okinawa's people always feeling sort of loved and babysat by Americans, but they're all critical of American bases. Now, if you hate Americans so much and get on your own feet, well, that's going to scare the hell out of them. And won't Japan awaken to reality? We're going to, ship up, otherwise we're not going to ship out. Affirmative fire. I'm on fire. I'm ready to burn it up, to flare up. Listen up. Japan and US must go together like two wheels of a cart, going separate ways as partners. And no longer stringing along. Japan will be on its own feet, on its own, and rearmed. That might scare the head of lots of people, particularly right-wingers. So we gotta be tough. Otherwise, we'll be taken for granted by the Chinese over the Senkaku Islands. We gotta get tough. And these are the times that try men's souls. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. It's a time for Japan to get tougher. Negative fire, I'm on fire, and I can't stomach the affirmative fire because the U.S. pullout turned Japan into a vacuum. People fight for the vacuum, to fill into the vacuum. So the face-off with China, not going to happen. Should it happen, it's going to be a worst possible scenario. Both China and Japan will the burnout, the end of the world for us. So we should try to avoid the catastrophic result that could come from the Armageddon. Negative water. If you listen carefully to the affirmative assertion, I'm under the impression that Japan will be a military power again. Deja vu. Deja vu means この道はいつか来た道. Translation, deja vu all over again. Japan and China will be headed for the collision course, and we should avoid that. That's going to be the last temptation. Another Pacific War, and that has to be avoided at any cost. Affirmative water. U.S. is going to give up on us. That's a miracle. Figure it out. How else can Japan wake up? That's a golden opportunity, and push to the limit. Both Ryoku and Sayoku will be in it together, stuck in the same boat, trying to figure out the ways and means of surviving the worst possible crisis. So, golden opportunity, because otherwise, the Ryoku cycle, right winger, left wingers end up fighting each other and hating each other the guts, and we should avoid that by any other means. So, if Donald Trump wins, and think harder on that. The first thought, bad. Second thought, much better if you think ahead. 判定。それではですね、ヒラリーが勝ったらどうかということで全部ネガティブに挙げました。前回は、勝った方が日本にとっていいというのがあって、今回は同じような陪審員の人5、6人来ていただきましたけどね、やはりこれはまずいよと。ただ一人だけね、ディベートのプロがいまして、ディベート的にはね、肯定側に勝たしたいという気持ちも、ディベーターとしては分かるというのがありましたけど、実際は現実から見てね、トランプはもうはっきり言ってます。女性も味方し、だんだん味方が減っていきます。ヒラリーの方に傾いてます。そういうことも考えますとですね、彼の極端な思想、 沖縄の国なんかもアメリカ引けっていうことになると大変なことになりますね。アメリカが強くなるのがもっともっとシュリンクしていきますね。でどう考えても今日の陪審員の方5、6人いらっしゃいますが、これはバッドニュースであるということで否定側を勝ちといたします。否定側が勝ち。サムライトークcoming up